Grand Lake Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of high school girls varsity basketball district tournament. We're at Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium. The Minster Wildcats will take on the Fort Recovery Indians. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Grand Lake System, Club A Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meat, Sydney All Glaze Audiology, and NKTelco. Welcome again to Wapak High School for girls district action here, along with Jeff Henson. I'm Dave Kanapka. As with number 4 seeded Fort Recovery Indians, 16-6, take on the Minster Wildcats, the top seed. These two teams played just 3 weeks ago, back on February 4th. Bit of a lopsided affair as Minster won that game 58-27. Jeff, I happened to be at that game, and they really jumped out to a big lead in that game. They outscored Fort Recovery 24-4 in the first quarter.
Well, good starts really helped Minster's offense, and it gets teams down, and Fort Recovery just got off to an awful start and luckily battled back to kind of play even then the rest of the way. But Fort Recovery's been, I won't say up and down this year, but they've had some tough games. They lost to Minster, and then for the next game they lost to Tri-Village, which is a very good opponent as well. They lost that game by 15 points. Had a rough stretch here late in the year, but sometimes that's when the coach likes it. The players kind of get refocused, knowing that they got to get better. And tonight's a chance to revisit Minster Wildcats.
As they will be announcing the non-starters for Fort Recovery, again 16-6. You look at the stats, very even scoring between them. They have 4 players that average between 9 and 11 points, led by Allie Vaughn with 11.5.
Yeah, Vaughn 11.5, Kira Wendell at 10.3, Fort Camp 9.2, Whitley Ramel just under 9. So they have 4 girls that can get it done, and they got some size too, so that makes it difficult for interior scoring for the other teams with some size they have on the inside.
And Wendell and Vaughn first, MAC first team, Page Fort Camp honorable mention, the second team, Whitley Ramel. Now as they do the non-starters for the Minster Wildcats. Minster 22-1 on this season, 2-time defending state champions. They qualified for this game with a win over LCC. They have had a great and dominant regular season. Other
than the loss to Fort Loramie, their 3rd game of the year, they've won 20 straight and basically handled those opponents very decisively. And you mentioned this program, 2-time defending state tournament champions, Division 4. They haven't lost their last game in 3 years in a row, with last year's season being cut short. So not many seniors can say that. And they have a good cast with Janae Hoyne and also Ivy Wolf.
Now the starting lineup is brought to you by Sydney All Glaze Audiology. Number 10, Brennan Holman, a 5'4" senior, averaging 3 points a game. Then the MAC Player of the Year, number 4, Ivy Wolf, a 5'10" senior, averaging 20 points a game. Next for the Indians, number 14, Paige Forkamp, a 5'10" senior, 9.6 rebounds a game. Number 13, Janae Hoyne, 5'8" senior, first team All-MAC, averages 12 points a game. Number 20, Kiera Wenny, first team MAC, 5'5" senior, 10 points a game, 6 rebounds. Next for the Wildcats, number 22, Mason Pohl, 5'11" senior. Number 24, Allie Vaughn, 5'10" senior, averages 11.5 points a game for the Indians. Number 23, Ella Mesher, a 6' junior, averages 10 points a game. And rounding out the Fort Recovery lineup, number 32, Whitley Ramel, a 6'2" senior, 8 points and 8 rebounds a game. And for the Wildcats, number 24, Dana Prenger, 5'10" senior, averages 3 points a game. The head coaches, Holly Gann in her 2nd year for the Indians, and for the Wildcats, Mike Wiss in his 5th year. Jeff, let's talk about our keys to the game in this tournament affair. First, starting with the Indians.
Well, they're going to have to handle that pressure that Minster put on in their first outing. They want to make sure they take care of the basketball. They want to execute offensively, take care of the basketball and offense. Don't force shots, execute defensively. Talk on the screens. Don't give the Wildcats open looks, and basically have fun, enjoy the ride. They're the underdog here with a great record. Still the underdog. Go out, compete, enjoy the moment, have fun.
Now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they've been through this routine a lot. They've got to continue to rebound the basketball. They know the Fort Recovery has some size inside, and Fort Recovery likes to rebound the ball. Offensively, get deflections. On defense, make Fort Recovery have a difficult time running their offense, and play our Minster Wildcat basketball game. They know what they do best. Give it to the people when they're open, and give it to the right person at the right time to help them score when they have the basketball.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, as the tip is controlled by the Indians. We are underway. Number 4 seed at Fort Recovery, number 1 seed at Minster. There is a 3-ball miss there by Wendell. Wildcats will go over to Mesher. She'll do a 3. That rattles off the rim. Rebound by Prenger. Another chance for the Wildcats. 22-1, have won 20 in a row since their loss to Fort Laramie in mid-December. Been very dominant of late. They've won the last 7 games by 32 points as Pohl steps on the sideline.
Tough break there for Pohl. Minster, though, had a second chance opportunity there. They get an open look 3 from Mesher, who's only made 7 on the year, but had the open look and could not get it to drop. Recovery now with their their second possession.
Wildcats won 58-27 3 weeks ago, and Fort Recovery had a lot of trouble with the pressure. Broke it the first time. Rammel, they work it around to Fort Camp. Man-to-man defense by the Wildcats. They play most of that. Occasionally they'll do a 1-3-1. Vaughn with the basketball underneath, and it's stolen by Mesher.
There's a nice move by Wendell going back door. Minster had cheated outside, but the pass off the mark.
Pass stolen there by Fort Camp. High pass intercepted. We're 0-0 here. Over a minute to go here in this district semifinal. Winner of this game will play the winner of the second game between New Knoxville and Marion Local. There's almost a steal, and there is. Wolf for the layup. Turnover into points, and the Wildcats take a 2-0 lead.
Well, that's instant offense. Minster hadn't done much with their possessions. 2 turnovers and just 1 shot, but now they get a steal at midcourt. They get another one.
Mesher this time left-handed layup, and 4-0 quickly by Minster.
Good hands by Ella Mesher, and finished with a strong left-hand move. Took away any chance to have the shot blocked. Minster capitalizes, 4 points in about 10 seconds.
They are very explosive, especially off that defensive pressure.
Illegal screen.
Legal screen against the Indians. We'll give it to the Wildcats.
I believe it was on Wendell, number 20. Take it back, Allie Vaughn. Her first foul, and another turnover for the Fort Recovery Indians. Their 4th already here in the quarter.
Minster won their first tournament game easy in a running clock game, 58-17 over LCC. Minster trying to win their 5th district in a row. Into the corner, we have Pohl with a basketball to Mesher. Gives it up to Pohl. Looks like they're playing a close man-to-man defense, especially on Wolf.
Everyone
else
else
go
has got a lot
inside.
of room.
Mesher off the glass. Fort Camp trying to push the tempo. Vaughn with the basketball.
Big possession here. Fort Recovery's been very good on defense in the half court. They need to get a move here offensively to the basket.
Fort Camp with a follow, and the Indians are on the board.
Offensive stick back, and Fort Recovery averages, I believe, 13 offensive rebounds. If I said that right, 13 a game. So they take advantage of their opportunities.
Wolf, turn around through traffic and rolls it in. 3-time MAC Player of the Year, Ivy Wolf, now with 4. And there's a steal by Wolf. Tries to go underneath. Rebound by Hoying. Pranger, she'll do a long shot. Rebound by Rammel. Vaughn working against Wolf. Nice pass down low to Fort Camp for the finish.
4 quick points here by Paige at Fort Camp. The one she earned on the offensive rebound, got a great pass there from the wing. I missed who got it to her, but excellent pass and let her go to the basket and finish off the glass. About stepped out of bounds again on that sideline, it looked like.
Mesher will try another 3 and hit this one.
Well, I said earlier she had 7 made triples on the year, make that 8. Shoots it at 31%. Gets her first one of the game here to drop.
Pass underneath the Camp, and there'll be a charge as Hoying draws the charge. And we'll go back the other way.
Second player control foul of the quarter for Fort Recovery. Allie Vaughn had the first one, no legal screen, and now Paige Camp picks it up on the charge. So tough break for the Indians.
In for the Wildcats, number 12, Jenna Huker, number 20, Bryn Oldigus. Also 22, Mara Pearson in the game for the Indians. Huker with the basketball. She will try a long 2. There'll be an over the back call, I believe, on Mesher, and it is her first foul. 1 foul on Minster, 2 charging fouls so far on Fort Recovery.
Officials for today's game, Zach Metzger, Craig Samontinger, and BJ McFerrin, the men in stripes here.
There's trouble in the backcourt again, and there'll be an over and back call on the Indians.
7 first quarter turnovers, and remember, 2 of them led to instant offense right away for Minster. So you have the 9 points for Minster. 4 of them have come on basically uncontested opportunities. Other than that, for Recovery's half court, the plan has been very good here. They've played tight on Hoying and Wolf and kind of off of the other Wildcat players so far.
Hoying with the basketball now. There's Huker with it. Yeah, almost a triangle and 2 is what they're playing right now. There's a lob underneath, tipped away, and now to Mesher. A long 2. Goes long. Hoying with the follow, can't get it to fall, and there is a out of bounds. It'll go to the Indians. Actually be a foul on the play on 13, Janae Hoying.
Her first, team's second. Yeah, we'll have to watch that defense. It's a little, like I said, it might be a little gimmicky, and there's a shot by Hoying, and probably 9 times out of 10 she doesn't miss that put back bucket right there, and then retaliation, a little aggressive, commits her first foul.
The replay is brought to you by Winners Meats in Osgood, Ohio. Wendell drives, that's kicked out of bounds. It will stay with the Indians. Indians so far in the tournament trail 1 easy over Hardin Northern, and a great ball game they pulled out in overtime against New Bremen, 53-50 over at Fort Recovery. Fort Camp, this one short. Mesher with a rebound. Hoying looking way ahead, finds you the Huker pull up, rolls around and out. Rebound Indians. Pushing ahead to Wendell. To Rammel for the layup.
Good finish by Whitley Rammel. Kind of ran out of real estate. The pass led her to under the basket, able to get it strong enough to kind of contort her body a little bit, get up on the glass. Most importantly, she scores her first 2 points.
Cuts the lead to 9-6 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Into the corner, Mesher thought about another 3. Now to Wolf, guarded by Rammel. She'll have to turn around and give it to Oldigus for the 2. Rebound to the Indians. Long pass. And underneath will be fouled.
Wendell, I think it was, had a nice bounce pass to get through a couple Wildcat defenders, and then Pearson's going to go to the line, but a great entry pass to Pearson to kind of draw that contact and get the foul against number 12, Jenna Huker.
Mara Pearson, a 5'9" freshman, averaging 3.5 points as she hits the first free throw. And for the Indians, Brennan Homer return, Dana Prenger, and Mason.
Pearson just 14 free throw attempts on the season, making only 5 and 1 of 2 in this trip.
Prenger comes up with the rebound. Wildcats ball with 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Corinne Myring with the basketball just checked in. All the way over to Prenger. A fake and underneath and in for Dana Prenger.
Nice ball fake. It wasn't fancy, but it worked.
Home, and that goes out of bounds. Seems like the plan for Fort Recovery. They're trying to push the tempo ahead when they can.
They've definitely done it at least 3 or 4 times. They've really thrown a long pass times before that they've had the ball stripped, so they probably like their chances throwing it down to court versus getting it stripped to half court and letting the Wildcats go in for uncontested layups. But yeah, they definitely tried to push the tempo a little bit after gaining possession.
Pass underneath is knocked out by Fort Recovery, and it'll be Wildcat basketball's Hope Wendell, number 30, a 5'8" senior in the game, one of 5 seniors on this squad.
There's a nice job by Paige Forkamp using her 5'10" frame to knock the pass away.
On the 3 is short, saved, but knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Wildcat basketball. Substitution in the game, Hoying, who's been out, comes back in as well.
For the Indians, number 32, Whitley Ramon.
They have it corrected here now. So Wildcats, they're down with under 20 to go. Hoying with a 3 that misses everything, out of bounds off the Indians. Minster. Wendell down to 1 second. The shot will not count. We've played 1 quarter of basketball here in this district semifinal on our First National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats 14, Indians 7 on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Get a look at the Minster huddled around 5th-year head coach Mike Wiss. He's probably pretty happy with their first quarter as they lead by 7.
Yeah, his defense really played well. He forced 8 Fort Recovery turnovers, and those led to 4 easy buckets, or 4 points, I should say, for Minster to help them. And those turnovers just took away the Indians' chance to shoot. They were 3 of 7 was Fort Recovery, just 7 attempts. Minster 6 of 16 from the field first quarter, including in that 2 of 5 from 3-point range. A made bucket 3-point shot by Mesher, and then the one at the end of the quarter there by Wolf.
Yeah, it was a big play there as Fort Recovery got it to 11-7, and then Wolf hits a clutch 3 there. This is Wildcat basketball to start the second quarter. Step back 3, in and out. Rebound is Vaughn. Again, pushing the tempo to Rammel. Homan back to Rammel. Long 2, in and out. Rebound Wolf. Across the timeline, she's been guarded by Rammel a lot. Much taller player.
Yeah, saw that earlier. That's a mismatch. You try to want to maybe use Rammel's size.
Missed by Myring, 3 by Wolf. Myring with the rebound, that is blocked there by Vaughn. It'll be Indian basketball.
Looked like there was a little body contact underneath. She maybe got bumped. Myring did, but fortunately for Fort Recovery, they come away with the rebound.
Wide open is Homan for the layup.
Good look there by Allie Vaughn. Her averages 3.5 assists a game. Saw Wendell open and break down in the Wildcat defense, allowed for an easy opportunity.
Myring will try a three, and the junior Corinne Myring with a tray.
I don't think she's made many three-pointers this season. That's her second of the season. 2 of 14 now. Big shot for Corinne.
Stretches the lead to 8 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Rammel to Vaughn.
Foul, I think, on Minster going through the screen. Good job by Whitley Rammel. Mason Poole, of all things, able to knock Rammel down. Watch it here again. Watch, trying to fight over the screen, a little bit of contact. And Poole gets called for the foul, her first, team's fourth.
Right now, Fort Recovery with their 5 starters that they started the game. Right now, Wendell with the basketball, first team All-MAC along with Vaughn. Fort Kent now with the basketball. Tipped away, able to get it back. Wendell pull up.
Big shot. Fort Recovery's got to match baskets with the Wildcats. They can't afford to give an empty trip here. Wendell, all 4 points of the game here coming in the second quarter for her. That one gets her team back to within 6 and need a stop here on defense.
Mesher with the basketball to pull. Wildcats with their 5 starters as well.
Yeah, they're letting her basically shoot if she wants to. And I'd call it maybe like a triangle on 2, as you alluded to earlier.
Mesher with her second 3 of the night.
2 for 3 on the night, making her 8th and 9th three-point bucket of the season. Again, not much, a lot of volume from her this year, but coming in, taking advantage of her opportunities tonight.
Through Fort Camp's hands. She thought another player tipped it, but it will be Wildcat basketball. It's 22, Mara Pearson in the game. Timeout on the floor by Fort Recovery, a full timeout. You're watching tournament basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back here to tournament action here on the timeout by Fort Recovery. You see Coach Wiss talking some strategy. Right now, they lead by 9 on the First National Bank scoreboard.
Well, both teams have made 2 field goals to start the second quarter. Kira Wendell has both 2-point field goals for Fort Recovery. For Minster, Corinne Myring and Ella Mesher, 2 field goals, but both of them 3-point shots. So Minster's already outscored Fort Recovery 6-4 here, just early in the second quarter, but they've opened up that 7-point lead now to 9 and have the ball. So a big possession for the Wildcats. It's got to be an important time now for the Indians defense. You just don't want to fall down double figures and start then to chase a very good Minster team.
Yeah, they just want to hang around close early. When they played 3 weeks ago, they got blown out in the first quarter.
It's tough then to come back, and single digits is always a lot better than being down by more than 10. Just psychologically, it's single digits, and you always feel like you have a better chance.
Wolf off the screen with another tray.
Her second made 3-point bucket of the game. Her 64th and 65th made 3-point shot on the season for Wolf.
And there's the steal by Mesher.
Good job recovering with that defense rotation.
Pass to Poole. Left-handed, rolls off. Ball tipped around. And it'll be Wildcat basketball as Vaughn was stepping on the end line when she tried to save it.
Critical juncture here. The big 3-pointer last trip by Wolf, and a great defensive play by Ella Mesher on when Minster was putting pressure on. Indians had an open player. Mesher able to track down the passing lane. And a bucket here would put them down a bunch as we approach the halfway point of the second quarter.
Wolf gives it up to Poole. Back to Hoying. Hoying guarded by Rammel this time. Over to Poole, over to Mesher. About halfway through this second quarter. This tournament game as Hoying tries to find an opening, not able to find it. Pohl gives it up to Prenger. 4 seniors, 1 junior, that 1 junior being Mesher in this starting lineup as Pohl back to Hoying. She'll try the 3 in and out. Rebound Vaughn.
Well, the Indians, I think, dodged a break there, or dodged a bullet. They're going to have to score now to get this back into single digits if possible.
Vaughn, ball on the floor. She's on the floor. And we'll have a tie-up. All in possession will keep it with Fort Recovery.
Always bothers me, or not bothers me. I'm never for sure when a player falls down with the dribble. I think you're allowed, as long as you're kind of dribbling or chasing the ball like she was, as long as you don't roll over, it's not a travel. She kind of fell down and then continued to fall forward. Nonetheless, the held ball keeps it with the Indians. They avoid the turnover, but need to get creative here and get some offense.
There's a steal by Hoying. I think she got away with, she had one hand on the end line there right in front of us.
She did. Was she touching the basketball when she had it down there? I don't know. It caught my eye too. I don't know. And turnover nonetheless for the Indians. Now a foul.
She's fouled by Pearson.
3rd team foul against the Indians, 1st against Pearson.
Bryn Oldigus coming off the bench. And with Minster, we often talk about their guards and with Hoying and Wolf, but the size that they have to be able to bring it where they start 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, and now you bring another 6-footer in Bryn Oldigus off the bench is a luxury for Coach Wiss.
Yeah, not every team has that type of size, and it definitely helps.
And there's Pohl for the layup. Assist by Hoying.
Hoying drew a lot of attention and made for an easy pass. And credit Mason Pohl for cutting to the basket, getting the spot where it's a quick catch, no one's going to stop her, and kiss it off the bankboard. Her first 2 points.
That'll go out of bounds. State Indian basketball. Indians have won their last 3 games. They've won 7 of their last 9. Had those 2 losses to Minster and Tri-Village, 2 top 10 ranked teams in the state.
Yeah, Minster we know is good. We've seen them play, or obviously, but Tri-Village also a very nice ball club.
Fort Camp, followed by Vaughn. Oldigus comes up with the rebound. Outlet pass to Wolf. Gives it up to Hoying. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the half. 3 ball by Huker. Draws back iron. Mesher with a turnaround and rolls in. Ella Mesher also in double figures now with 10, and the lead at 16.
She averages over 4 rebounds a game and has hit a couple 3-point buckets tonight and gets an offensive rebound bucket there for, like you said, her 10th point. That's her season average, just at 10.5.
She and Wolf both with 10. Wolf with a steal. Pull up and in. Another timeout by Fort Recovery as the lead has ballooned to 18. Full timeout. We'll step aside, be back, or check it. It'll be a 30-second timeout. That'll give us an opportunity to let you know to follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze County, WCSM AM and FM. You see second-year head coach Holly Gann with her team around there. You see our friends from WCSM as well, Ron Brunswick and Rick Kramer on the radio call. You know, right now it felt like Fort Recovery was hanging in there, and this Minster team is so explosive, all of a sudden it's 18.
Well, 4 more turnovers for the Indians. They made their first 2 shots of the second quarter, have missed their next 3. Minster has answered back with some offensive rebounds, some made shots, and no turnovers. So, you know, that's a recipe for success there, and the reason why the Indians haven't scored from at least the 5:18 mark until now, because it's 20-11 when Holly Gann called her first time out. It's 29-11 now with just about a minute and a half to play in the half. Another turnover.
There's another deflection, that time by Mesher. Wolf came up with it. Hoying with the basketball.
It's hard to see from this angle. I should be watching a monitor maybe, but the deflections out at half court here that Minster's got their hands on. I don't know if it's, you know, should it be throwing bounce passes or just flat out getting better angles to their teammates, but Minster's deflected a number of passes.
There's a steal by Vaughn. That's one of the keys to the game by Coach Wiss was defensive deflections as Vaughn will draw the foul.
Yeah, I remember reading that defensive deflections right from Coach Wiss himself, and he's got to be pleased with that effort tonight. His team has definitely produced in that category. Huker picks up her second foul.
Ollie Vaughn, a 5'10 senior, leading scorer, 11.5 points as she rattles in the first one.
That's the first point, like I said, in a while. They scored their first 4 points of the quarter early and have been scoreless since. So probably about a 5-minute stretch for sure, maybe 6-minute stretch with no points. Vaughn, a 67% shooter on the season.
Hits a pair for the first team all MAC. Coming up on a minute as Corinne Myrie, number 5, checked in. Backdoor to Hoying, and she has her first points.
Nice cut. And I don't know, again, I should have watched who threw
Wolf with the assist.
What was a bullet bounce pass? Keyword bounce pass, throw it with the hands or not. And Hoying with a nice catch and her first score of the night.
Vaughn is 31-13, lead at 18 again. Wendell, Fourcamp a pull-up, rattles out. Myron with a rebound. 32 seconds to go. See what Coach Wiss's strategy is here as Wolf gives it over to Myron.
And so far it's been a 17-6 period for the Wildcats, so they've definitely played very good basketball here this second 8 minutes. Not that they played bad in the first, but really played well here in the second 8.
Masher, and it goes through Myron's hands, and Fort Recovery will have it with 8.5 seconds to go.
Somewhat back-to-back turnovers. After I just mentioned Minster had not turned any over, they have 2 here, kind of in maybe back-to-back possessions or 2 out of the 3 possessions.
This will be Wendell with the basketball. 5 seconds to Fourcamp. That's tipped away. Back by Fourcamp, not able to get a shot off. We've played a half of basketball here in this district semifinal on our First National Bank scoreboard. Minster 31, Fort Recovery 13. We'll be back with the first half stats in the second half here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey New Knoxville, I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Brookside Laboratories, east of Chicago Pizza.
Welcome back. We're at halftime here in this district semifinal. Minster with an 18-point lead with the first half numbers. Mr. Jeff Henson.
Thank you, Dave. And the Wildcats really turned it on in the second quarter, kind of just built on their first quarter momentum. They held the Indians to just 13 shot attempts in the first half. Indians only able to make 5 of them. Included in that were 0 for 2 from 3-point range. Minster, on the other hand, a lot of shots, a lot of volume, making 13 of 29. Included in that 5 of 12 from 3-point range. Had a couple offensive rebounds in there. They were able to capitalize that possession. Limited free throws today, just 2 for Indians, none for Minster. Rebound margin 14-11. Like I said, Minster, a couple offensive rebounds. They were able to put 1 of those back for a bucket. Fort Recovery also had an offensive rebound for 2 points. Turnovers another big key, that 13-5 mark. I know early in the game, Fort Recovery had a couple of them that led to instant offense. for the Wildcats, and that helped Minster open up a big lead at that time and just continue now to build upon it. So a lot of work to do for the Indians in the second half. Leading scores in the game for Fort Recovery: 4 points apiece from Kira Wendell and Paige Fortcamp, 2 from Allie Vaughn, 1 from Mara Pearson, their total of 13. For Minster, Ivy Wolf, 12, Ella Mesher with 10, 3 from Corinne Meyering, 2 from Janae Hoyne, Mason Pohl, and Dana Prenger, their total of 31.
You know, and that we talked about a little bit in the first half. Fort Recovery played we'll call it a junk defense, like a triangle and two like on Wolf and Hoying, and slowed Hoying down a little bit. Wolf got pretty normal, but Ella Mesher is the one who really stepped up.
Yeah, Mesher hitting 2 3-point shots again in that out there in the perimeter, and had a couple 2 field goals as well. Had one of those was an offensive rebound she put back for points. That was kind of maybe the bonus. Already 10 first half points for Mesher, who averages 10. That definitely helped the Wildcats. I know Mesher was part of that scoop and steal too, and that 4 points rush that Minster got, where they had back-to-back steals by Wolf and Mesher. Both of them went in for layups to give Minster a big boost of energy.
Mesher's shot is short on the first possession here of the second half. Indians on the attack. Vaughn to the basket, rolls it in. Nice move.
Well, Vaughn is very capable of doing that. They're going to need a lot of it. She got around Mesher, and no one there for Minster to help stop her. So good start for Fort Recovery. They're going to need a lot of that energy to compete or to fight back into this game.
Vaughn came up with a steal. She'll take it to the basket. That's blocked. And Hoying comes up with a nice block there by Mesher. 2-on-1. Hoying to Mesher and in.
Nice pass by Hoying up where Mesher's hands were at. Mesher doing a good job keeping it above her head. Quick release, tough to defend.
Mesher now with 12 points. Both teams look like they started in the second half with their first half starters. As there's a shot there by Kiera Wendell with a tray.
She now has 7. That's her 23rd made triple of the year, shooting at 27%.
Pass underneath the pole, nice. Finds Wolf, can't finish. Pohl with a good hustle rebound.
Kind of won that 50-50 ball there.
And there's Rammel kind of spiked the ball. We'll have a jump ball that will go to the Indians.
Turnover Minster.
Substitution Mara Pearson into the game for the Indians. Indians 16-6 into this game. It's their 7th straight winning season. Number 4 seed coming into this. Really have the same 4 teams in this district we had last year, just different matchups. Last year it was Minster and Marion, and New Knoxville and Fort Recovery, and Minster and New Knoxville won the game, and Minster won the final. As usual, it's an all-MAC affair with the 4 teams. 2 Indians with the basketball, and that turns into a travel. Last year, Fort Recovery was co-MAC champs along with Fort Recovery, as Jenna Huker, number 12, checks in the lineup.
And New Knoxville beat them in the semifinals here after getting beat by 18+ points on the road at Fort Recovery early in the year, able to come back and upset the Indians that particular night. Then lost to Minster, I think, by 9 or so points in the district finals.
Wolf breaks the pressure, hands it off to Hoying. Minster, their 15th straight winning season. They've had winning seasons 26 of the last 27 years. Prenger's shot too long, and there's Pohl with another offensive rebound. 3-ball by Wolf, and Bramall comes up with the rebound. Fortcamp pushing the tempo. Hands it off to Pearson. Bramall has to hustle, and that will go out of bounds off the Indians.
Boy, it was Rammel and Hoying ran into each other. Vaughn also went down, but I was more worried about, I believe it was Hoying running into Rammel, but they both pop up.
30-second timeout by Minster. But let you know that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replay times for this game are Wednesday, March 3rd at 7 p.m. and Thursday, March 4th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook at nktelco.com/sports. Talking a little bit about our upcoming schedule. Tomorrow we have some boys tournament affair. We have the Minster boys on our streaming channel. They will be hosting the Ridgemont Golden Gophers. Then you're going to be at a big matchup there against New Bremen and Marion Local. That should be a rematch of their big football match they had. And
yeah, they just played each other 2 weeks ago at New Bremen as well. Close competitive game. Those two teams met here at Wapak last year in a district where Marion won in overtime, held the ball. I think it was double overtime. Maybe it's triple. I know it was overtime, and Marion held the ball the entire length of that overtime period and scored at the buzzer to beat New Bremen.
Nice steal by the Indians. A tip away there by Rammel. Vaughn stolen by Wolf, and then Baum will commit the foul.
Probably a good foul, or else Wolf is down here for an uncontested layup.
Speaking of Ivy Wolf, she entered today's game just 44 points away from being the all-time career scoring leader at Minster. She trails Lauren Schenk.
How many points away?
She was 44 would break it going in, so she's got 12 of those, so 32 away. Lauren Schenk, a 1998 graduate of the Minster won state that year. She went on to play at Ohio State. Really, at that point, when she became a freshman in '95, that's when Minster's girls basketball really turned around. I talk about they had winning seasons 26 of the 27 years. 26 was Lauren Schenk's freshman year, and then since then, they have rolled a lot of Coach Nan Steckschulte and Mike Wiss has continued that strong tradition. There'll be a foul on the Indians there. As Minster this year won their 16th MAC title, their 16th outright title. Every one of them have been outright. As they won 9-0, a perfect 9-0 this year, as Ella Mesher checks back in the lineup.
You mentioned the Minster ladies at 9-0, the Minster boys also 9-0 MAC titles.
First time in 20 years that has happened that this one school had both outright champions. Last time was in 2001 when Marion Local did it, which I was surprised it went back that far. As many, Versailles has had a lot of good teams.
And New Knoxville's boys and girls, there was a stretch where they kind of
back to back. They were in the state finals there.
Yeah, but girls didn't win the league, and the boys did. So yeah, it's a competitive year, or competitive. It's tough to do, no doubt.
3 ball there by Guggenbiller. That will go out of bounds, and it'll be Minster ball. Yeah, like they say in a lot of sports, it's sometimes easier to win the state than it is to win the MAC.
Yeah, and you've seen that especially with the football teams. You know, a lot of 3-time winners, if you will. And there's Marion Local, for example, jumps to mind where they didn't win the league, but they won the state.
And there's a cut there by Hoying. Rebound by Pearson. She's double teamed in the backcourt. Gives it up to Guggenbiller, back to Pearson. Up ahead to Wendell. Wendell's shot is off the mark, and it will be a foul underneath on the Indians. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Indians this half, none on Minster.
3rd team foul, and 2nd on Guggenbiller. Boy, Fort Recovery could get some offense gelling here. They've kind of held Minster in check. Minster just 2 points here in a quarter. And Minster's also committed 4 turnovers. So, you know, the door's not slammed shut. Minster, by not scoring and turning the ball over, has left it open a bit.
Point to the basket, gives it up to Huker, and we will have a blocking foul that time on Rammel.
Good,
so take another replay.
Yeah, watch Hoying go in strong and, wow, get it right on the knee. I'm glad they both popped up, but it all, you know, Hoying drove in hard, and that created the foul.
Wildcats changes in the last minute as Huker will inbound it to Pranger. Down to Wolf. As shot is blocked, she's able to get her own rebound. Now Huker with the basketball underneath to Pranger. Pranger kicks it out. Hoying with the tray. Janae Hoying with her first tray of the night and is lead back to 18.
Good job by Dang and Pranger. Get inside, making a move. Couldn't find anything. Found Hoying outside. Gave her a nice pass and A good finish.
Mara Pearson with the layup.
Well, that's a nice move for a freshman, her first field goal of the game. 5'10" freshman going to the rim there across the front. Nice finish by Pearson.
Wolf all the way over to Huker. Pranger to Mesher. Mesher underneath and rolls off. Rebound Fort Recovery. Vaughn pushing the tempo up to Wendell. Down to Vaughn in some traffic. Holman is fouled on the second attempt. Brennan Holman will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good possession here for the Indians. They need to get points on the board. Vaughn kind of left her shot a little short, and then a good hustle play by Holman. I believe she got 2 shots, fouled on the second one. So a good battle by Brenna Holman to keep the action alive and getting some free throw opportunities.
Hit the first one. Holman, a 5'4" senior, one of 5 seniors, averages 3.3 as a couple of seniors, Bryn Oldigus and Mason Pohl, into the lineup. Also, Whitley Rammel checks in.
She got some tape on her knee. That was the same knee that Hoyne ran into down here. So hopefully she's fine, as Holman will look for her second free throw. 63% shooter on the season.
Makes both. Lead at 14. It was 18 at halftime. Into the corner we have Hoying. Hoying off the screen by Oldigus. Pull up. That is short. Rebound by Holman.
Well, if the Indians want to make this real exciting here, a bucket here is necessary.
Vaughn loses the handle. Up ahead to Pohl. Pohl, stop, pop. Doesn't fall. Ball is tipped around. Rammel ends up with it. Vaughn takes it to the hoop. A nice move, but it just rolls off.
Yeah, not sure how she crossed over. I was blindsided, but she definitely went from left side to the right side of the court. Nice move. She had a nice attempt the trip before and somehow lost the ball. It looked like nobody was going to stop her. A couple of chances there for the Indians to come up empty, but yet again, good aggressive move by Vaughn.
Pohl in the corner. Oldigus falls down in the lane. Mesher and Pohl. Wolf trying to post up underneath. She'll do that when she has a smaller defender. There's Pohl with a jumper. Rammel with another rebound. Mesher takes it away, and Hoying finishes it. Timeout on the, check that, we'll have but there was an injury, the ref stopped it.
I saw a couple players. I missed how the rebound got ripped away, but Mesher able to strip it, and then Hoying with the bucket.
I think Rammel had it, and she tried to pass it quick. Remember, we get it on the replay. Here she is. She carried she lost her balance. She tried to pass it.
Yeah, hindsight would be never throw the ball in desperation underneath the enemy's basket. Easier said sitting here doing that, but sometimes you'll see players do that under the basket, try to save it from going out of bounds. They chuck it over the head right to the enemy, and they score. So tough break for the Indians, and had a couple possessions there to score in transition, and came up empty. And then Minster, after all that, gets a bucket to take the lead back up to 16.
Wolf comes up with another turnover.
6th of the quarter for the Indians. Minster with 4 third quarter turnovers.
Under a minute to go. Wolf to the basket. Rammel with another board. For Camp. Trying to find an opening, pulls up, that is blocked, but also a foul.
Yes, Oldigus got the ball, but also on the follow through kind of drug her hand and her fingers, if you will, down the forearm of Fort Camp.
Fort Camp, honorable mention, All-MAC, 9.6 rebounds a game.
One of the better Fort Recovery foul shooters on the team, 77%. As a team, Fort Recovery shooting at 66%, but Fort Camp leads them at 77, hitting on 24 of 31 this season.
Fort Camp, this is the second one. It goes through about 3 or 4 different hands.
A couple of players that had a chance, and Minster comes away with it, the 15-point lead.
Myring with the basketball, hands it off to Wolf. Coach Wiss shouting instructions here, down to 15 seconds. Oldigus, and that's a steal by Fort Camp.
Good anticipation by Fort Camp. Under 10, got to get a
Give
shot.
it home, and Forkamp tries to get it back on the floor. We'll have a jump ball that will give it to Minster with 3.6 seconds left.
Well, those catch and fall down things are tough to officiate. It looked like maybe Minster had it and rolled. We'll see.
Might have been a travel in there.
It's a lot of stuff going on is what it is. There, right there, I thought would have been a travel, but you know, it's tough. I don't know the exact thing. She rolled over, and we have a maybe blood on the court. So no doubt there's been some action here, some physicality, and
there's been some awkward falls.
Yeah, and so we're right down here on it. You wonder how sometimes they just bounce right back up. We've heard you can hear the bodies hitting the knees hitting the floor, and we've seen a lot of contact here. Girls going 100 miles an hour at times. I'd be going about 50, but they've all seemed to be okay.
Yeah, and that last one where I think it was Pole that had and looked like she rolled over. It used to be, and I'm watching basketball. I've watched basketball a lot of years. If you hit the floor and your feet moved at all, it was an automatic travel. Now it seems like there's a little bit more liberty with that.
You're allowed to slide on the floor because I just was told you're allowed to slide. It's when you roll over, and maybe when you roll over you can't keep your feet on the ground. I don't know. Sliding's okay, like if you dive for a ball and slide with it. I've been told that's okay, but if you just dive, get it, and then roll over, then you maybe advance your position. I don't know. Like I said, we've seen it a couple times, and I don't know what I would do if I had a whistle in my mouth other than hope maybe it would be a quick jump ball or
I think that's why you have 3 refs these days, where a lot of times you had 2 and
3 different opinions in
exactly. All right, 3.6, and they Minster to inbound it to Oldigas. Pole will do a long 3. We played 3/4 of basketball on our first National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats by 15. We'll be back with the 4th quarter on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
We go to the 4th quarter here. Minster with a 15-point lead over Fort Recovery.
Well, Fort Recovery needed to play better in the 3rd quarter on offense and defense. They kind of did. They won the quarter 10-7 in scoring. Not a big deficit, but they did win the battle scoring. Fort Recovery 3 of 10 in the quarter. They were 3 of 4 from the line. Minster only scored 7 points. They were 3 of 15 from the field. Made a 3-pointer in those attempts, 1 for 4 in 3-point shooting, but Minster yet to shoot a free throw.
Wendell with the 3. Rebound by Oldigas.
All those numbers, Minster is yet to shoot a free throw.
Yeah, they're a very good free throw shooting team at 77%. That's a pretty high percent for a high school team.
And Wolf is one of the better ones at 87%, so she's not been able to get to the line.
Yeah, 3 of the starters are in the 80s. Which is about unheard of. Forkamp and Fort Recovery comes up empty on their first 2 possessions. It's not that bad ordinarily, but you're down by 15. They need some type of a run.
2 3-point looks. If they get those to drop, we're at a 9-point game. And I always said that single digits, that's when you're always in the game. It seems like when you're under 10. And
there's a 3 by Hoying. That's well short, and that goes out of bounds. Yeah, Minster hasn't shot real well. What'd you say in the 3rd quarter? They were
3 of 15.
Yeah.
They were 13 of 29 in the first half. And that's
a little under 500. Their field goal percentage is like 45, which is pretty good if you're close to 50.
But 3 of 15 last quarter, and Minster also had 5 turnovers. Didn't help them as that allowed Fort Recovery to gain some momentum. You know, like I said, outscored Minster in the 3rd quarter 10-7.
There's a block, and Wolf comes up with it. We'll take it to the hoop. We stop. Myring with the 3. That is short. saved by Olegus, but there's Wendell.
Well, again, Minster has not locked the door shut. It's more than a crack open, but good defense there by Mesher knocking out of bounds. But time becoming an issue now. Fort Recovery hasn't been extremely hot, but they get a couple of looks here. They've already had a couple of looks at 3-point buckets. And again, Vaughn, who's very athletic, is going to the rim, just not been able to kind of finish there.
Kara Wendell, the leading scorer right now with Fort Recovery, with 7. Wolf and Mesher with 12 apiece to lead the Wildcats. And there's another turnover as we've gone almost 2 minutes here in the quarter. No one has scored.
And neither team has scored. And again, for Recovery, these are chances. These first few possessions, they've had some looks. That time, a zig and a zag, or the cutter, if you will, cut a little bit sooner or harder, and a pass out of bounds. Fortunately, it's a dead ball turnover, so they'll come back and play defense. And I wonder if Minster will do just this. Pull it out a little bit, force Fort Recovery to defend the whole half court. You've got some very good guards that can handle the basketball, so you can kind of run some clock here and get a breakdown maybe on Fort Recovery's defense and get a high percentage layup opportunity. That's the second time that Olegus has fallen down.
Yeah, it's slippery floor, normal. It's a cooler temperatures or whatnot. There's Myring with the basketball. Myring, Hoying, Wolf, Mesher, and Olegus, the 5 Wildcats right now. Olegus kicks it out to Myring.
I'll be interested to see what the conversation was with Coach Wiss and his team about offense here. They've really spread it, and they've consumed a lot of clock here. I mean, they've had almost, it looks like 40 seconds. You were talking about 6 minutes to go in a quarter, I think, and Minster's really done nothing more than run the flex offense, it looks like, or some sort of open post offense.
I don't think they're just running through their offense. I don't think there's really a method. I think Fort Recovery's playing some good defense. And
they're not forcing it, although Wolf, who's when in doubt, shoot it. Enough said. She was 0 for 4 in the third quarter, Dave, and after they take about 40-plus seconds off the clock, she'll shoot and hit a 3-pointer, her third made triple of the game.
She leads the MAC in field goal percentage, which is almost unheard of when you're a guard to have the highest percentage on your field goals. She's led all year.
She does get some buckets near the rim, but she also hits a 3-pointer. We've also seen her hit a step back 2 here tonight, I think, or a step back 3. Those are tough shots. So she gets it done on all spectrums of the offense.
Tough shot there by Pearson, with a bit Mara Pearson with it.
Her 5th point for the freshman.
Talk about Wolf. She now has 66 3-pointers on the season.
Yeah, 45% from that range.
Not able to hit that one as Olegus comes up with another rebound. Wildcats have a lot of offensive rebounds this game.
Well, they had 7 in the first half. They've got 4 here in the second half, so 11 offensive rebounds. And again, they take care of their possession. Olegus ran down this missed shot. Ball still with the Wildcats. Coach Wiss will take a timeout.
Be a full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching tournament basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers. Please support the following sponsors: Forever Fit, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Balmer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage.
Coming down the home stretch, you see Coach Wiss. He's had a lot of success coaching his teams the last 5 years. Right now trying to finish the deal about halfway through this 4th quarter.
Yeah, he's no novice to this position. You mentioned 5 years as head coach. I believe he spent the last 19 with Nan as assistant coach and JV coach. So he's been along for this ride of Minster girls basketball being successful. And, you know, when this season is over, he becomes a head coach of baseball, which you know that better than I do, Dave. They've been very good in baseball over the years, and he's been a part of that. 3 state titles.
3 state titles. He's won 2 with girls basketball, so 5. And
as a head coach and assistant coach, he's been a part of some of them as well. So yeah, this is not new stuff for him. He spends a lot of time doing it. I'll tell you that. It's a lot of time with the kids.
Career record as a head coach, 122 and 13. Amazing.
In his 5 years.
In 5 years.
Yeah, 13 losses. That's
and
what most
122. That's 109 more wins than losses.
Yeah.
And Pohl with the basketball, 325. Minster has only scored 3 points. That's been the only points we've had this. No, 2 points by the Indians.
Yeah, it's been a limited offense here in the fourth quarter.
Mesher, and that will hit the top of the backboard, so it'll be Indian back.
It can hit the top of the backboard. It had to hit the support.
It did. It hit the leather
white,
support there.
yeah.
You're right.
It can.
Because I didn't think it hit the top. You're right. It can hit the top of the basket.
Roll across the bank board. Now, it can't fall over backwards for whatever reason. That's a violation. But if it hits any of the metal or the leather or that tether, it's a violation. They need this.
On to the basket. And one.
She has snuck her way to the basket a few times tonight. Sometimes she comes up without the basketball, gets poked away. But she's a left-hander and finishes on the right side here. And she's earlier, I think it was this quarter, maybe the end of the third quarter, she had some looks from this angle. I thought she's going in for a layup and just kind of either got knocked away at the last minute or she lost it. But she does a very good job. She's very strong, good to getting to the rim and finishing.
Yeah, nice player. Very athletic team for recovery as she now has 7.
Averages 11.5 points a game, does Vaughn. 13 point lead.
Camp into the game, number 14. Hoying to the basket and in.
That's a big shot for Janae Hoying. It's one of those things where Minster could have pulled it out, run a lot of clock. She was challenged, no foul called, and she snuck it in. So a big bucket there for Hoying to put it back to 15. If she misses it, Fort Recovery's back to 1 possession to get it to 10 points.
Hoying didn't score until late in the first half, and she now has 9 points. So 7 points here in the second half. As Fort Camp down with 2.5. Ball on the floor. Fort Camp able to pass it up, and we will have a timeout by Coach Gann after the shot goes in.
Yeah, those are tough. Tough break for Fort Recovery. They saved the turnover and instead call a timeout before the shot is taken.
30-second timeout. And we'd like to thank our Keys to the Game sponsor, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, our replay sponsor, Winners Meat. Our starting lineups were brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. Jeff and I will pick a player of the game sponsored by NKTelco, and our longtime scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. And on that scoreboard, Minster trying to finish out with a 15-point lead.
Well, they're down to just under 2.5 minutes, and a 15-point lead is probably pretty good for Minster because they have ball handlers. They have girls that can control it, take a bump, stay on their feet, and still keep possession. And they're a good free throw shooting team. So for Fort Recovery, not only do you have to score, but somehow try to get the ball back. And if you elect a foul, you're going to send pretty good free throw shooters to the line. So tough uphill road here for the Indians as they just commit the violation, stepping over the sideline.
Fort Camp stepped across the end line there. As a lot of times that happens, you're ready to pass and you just naturally move ahead, and then somebody gets in front of the player you're trying to pass to, and it's too late. Your foot's already inbounds.
She avoids the live ball turnover, but nonetheless a turnover.
Minster with their 5 starters in the game, as Wolf will be fouled. That'll just be the 5th team foul. We'll see if their strategy is going to be here to foul Minster here, or
well, it's got to be getting the ball back, and I don't know how much time you want to spend chasing them around because they don't turn the basketball over much. So as much as you hate to say, it might be better to try to put them on the line and hope for a rare
pick your poison. Wolf shoots at 88%, Mesher at 88%, Hoying at 82%. So
and right now those are the 3 girls that are up on top for Minster right now. I'm not saying they're the only ones that will touch the basketball, but Mesher and Hoying and Wolf are all right up there on top.
Wolf through the lane, gives it to Mesher for the finish. Ella Mesher now with 14 points and a nice assist by Wolf. Pearson with the basket in, Mara Pearson.
Remember, she's a freshman. She's played some big-time minutes here and made some nice shots and got to get a stop here on defense. Still a 15-point lead and really just a minute and a half time. The issue now for the Indians. Nice bounce pass.
Pranger will be fouled, and that will be having the first foul shot coming up here by Minster tonight.
Yeah, with a minute 25 left, they're going to attempt their first free throws of the game. Dana Prenger, 10 of 17 on the year.
Dana Prenger, a 5'10 senior, one of 8 seniors on this team as she hits the first one. This senior class put all the records together. Coming in this game, they're 98-10 overall, and in tournament, they're 20-0. Remember last year, they won 2 state titles, and last year they qualified for state.
Yeah, they've never lost their last game.
Never lost the last game, especially Hoying and Wolf, who's played all times varsity, never lost their last game. As Prenger with a pair as Fort Recovery subs in a lot of players here. We'll try to get them. Hope Wendell into the game. Pearson with the basketball. Number 4, Grace Guckenbuller. Pearson with another nice drive that's tipped away as Coach Wiss is probably going to get some.
Number 15 for Fort Recovery, Alexis Wendell, also into the game for Fort Recovery.
Claire Lamb replaces Dana Prenger. Hope Wendell, number 30, inbounding it. There's Guckenbuller. Gives it up to Alexis Wendell. There's Pearson. That goal out of bounds. In the game for the Wildcats, number 10, Kyra Oldigas. And also number 13, Elizabeth Alec in the game. As the Indians are going to, their season is going to come to the end. A very good season again for the Indians. It will end at 16-7. So we'll have 5 seniors will be playing their last game of basketball. Hoying gives it up to Mesher. Wildcats are going to advance to play Saturday night against the winner of the next game between Marion Logan and Knoxville. We will have that game on NKTelco Sports. Wolf to the basket and 1.
Another strong move, and again, able to take the contact. And again, not only get the foul, but protect it, get a quality shot off, and not have the ball touched. So she shielded it. We'll take another look at it right here, coming right into your living room, and puts it out of reach and able to take the blow up top and finish.
Wolf is either in first or second place in 7 categories in the MAC. She's first in free throws, field goals, and assists, and she will leave the game with 18 points as she's replaced by Megan Wiss, also number 30, Alyssa Niemeyer. Also, we had Jaden Clooney in the game. So all the starters are out now, celebrating on the bench. They'll look forward to coming back here Saturday night. Wendell, or Pearson with Grace Guckenbuller with the follow there off the Pearson miss. Pass ahead to Kyra Oldigas. Lefty shot, gets her own rebound. Clooney with the basketball. Down to Oldigas. Finds Wiss. Now Niemeyer. Down to 17 seconds. Up to Clooney, down to 10 seconds. The Wildcats will win their 21st in a row as they will defeat the Fort Recovery Indians here at District. The final score in our First National Bank scoreboard, Minster 50, Fort Recovery 32. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wagner's IGA, Hulsman Automotive.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply Company, Hokie Lumber.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Today's game is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney Uglaze Audiology, NKTelco.
Welcome back here. One district semifinal in the books as Minster defeats Fort Recovery by 18 with the first half number, the final numbers, Jeff Henson.
Thank you, Dave. Minster dominates on the scoreboard. They dominate in all the categories basically here tonight. They hold the Fort Recovery Indians to 12 of 31 from the field, just 1 of 7 from three-point range. Minster 20 of 53, 7 of 20 included in that are the three-point opportunities. Fort Recovery 6 of 7. Free throws, Minster shot 3 all in the fourth quarter late. Rebounding margin, the Wildcats win that battle 28-24, and a big difference down there at the bottom number, 23 turnovers for Fort Recovery, just 10 for Minster. Basically the big telling point of the game, and then the shooting by the Wildcats really helped them advance here, get an early lead, and then just hold on to it, if you will.
So Fort Recovery ends their season at 16-7, where Minster goes to 23-1 on the season. 5 seniors for Fort Recovery. I'd like to recognize them: Brennan Homan, Paige Fordcamp, Kiera Wendell, Allie Vaughn, Hope Wendell. Congratulations on their basketball season. Good luck in their future. Minster goes to 23-1 as they'll advance till Saturday night. One thing I think of, Jeff, is Coach Wissat and his keys to the game. He had rebounding. He had a lot of offensive rebounds, defensive deflections, and play their game, and they hit all 3.
Yeah, I agree. Really, defensive deflections is a big part of the game, creating the turnovers, getting instant offense, and then maybe not real flashy on offense in the second half, but did it well enough and hit the shots. Again, get the ball to people that needed it at the end, and they did, and got the shots down the stretch that kind of kept the lead, where Fort Recovery never could get a real good, legitimate run at Minster. I want to go through the scoring before we...
Individual scoring?
Yep, individual scoring for the Fort Recovery Indians. 3 players with 7 each. Allie Vaughn, Mara Pearson, Kiera Wendell. 5 points from Paige Fortcamp. 2 apiece from these 3 ladies, Grace Guggenbiller, Brenna Homan, and Whitley Rammel, their total of 32. For Minster, leading scorer in the game, Ivy Wolf, 18 points. She was joined in double figures with 14 points from Ella Mesher, 9 from Janae Hoyne, 4 from Dana Pranger, 3 from Corinne Myring, and 2 from Mason Pohl, their total of 50.
That goes into our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. A lot of big points, especially in the first half, by junior Ella Mesher.
She finishes with 14 points on the game. She finished, took 12 shots, made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of half of them included in that. Couple 3-pointers, and I know she had an offensive rebound for a putback. She helped get that scoop and a steal with her and Ivy Wolf early. Really set the stage, helped her Minster Wildcat, where they were letting people like her, if you will, shoot, and she made the Indians pay on that defense, and a good start for her and a good finish with the 14 points.
Congratulations to Ella. Congratulations to the Minster Wildcats as they will come back here on Saturday night to be in the district final. For our NKTelco sports crew, on camera, Mark Fissel and Kurt Kuffner. In the NKTelco sports van, Director Scott Robinson and Bryce Hamrick. For my partner Jeff Henson, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.